जी, बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। तो उसके बाद हम बात करते हैं जी आर्टिकल 32 की। चैप्टर हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे एडमिशन्स का, और उसमें हम देखते हैं एडमिशन्स बाय पर्सन्स हुज पोजीशन मस्ट बी प्रूव्ड एज अगेंस्ट पार्टी टू सूट। Statements made by persons whose position or liability it is necessary to prove as against any party to the suit or admissions, if such statements would be relevant as against such person in relation to such position or liability in a suit brought by or against them, and if they are made while the person making them occupies such position or is subject to such liability. So firstly, we discussed that any statement made by the party to the suit is an admission. Secondly, any statement made by the agent of the parties to the suit is an admission. Thirdly, any person who has any proprietary or pecuniary interest in the subject matter of the suit, his statement is an admission. Any person from whom they have derived their title, his or her statement is an admission. So this is another person in Article 32. Fifthly, any person, any third person who has got any liability to do something in relation to the parties involved in this particular case, it can be plaintiff or defendant, and the conflict between these two parties is related to the performance of that liability which was due to be performed by the third party. So in this case, one party is asserting that the duty has been performed while the other is denying that it isn't performed yet. So in this case, that third party who has to perform a specific duty in relation to any of these two conflicting parties which are standing in the court, if he or she comes to the court and if he or she states anything related to the performance of that duty, whether it is performed or not, that statement definitely this will favor one of them and this will disfavor other of them. So his or her statement shall also be considered as an admission. For example, if the question is uh, A appoints B as his agent to collect the rent of his shops, his properties located in Multan on his behalf. Now, A sues B, his agent, for not collecting rent which was due from C. B denies the fact that no rent was due from C to A, hence he hasn't collected any rent from C because no rent was due. Now in this context, if C, who is the tenant of A, if he comes to the court as a witness and he states that yes, the rent is due from him to A and it hasn't been collected by B from him. Now this statement shall be considered as an admission on part of B. So so any person who has any liability related to any of the parties to the suit, and the parties to the suit are conflicting about the performance of that duty. So the third person who was due to perform that duty in respect of any of them, if he comes to the court and if he states some facts, that will be considered as an admission in that case. Next is the Article 33, admission by persons expressly referred to by party to suit. So any statement made by a person who has been expressly referred by any party to the suit to take further information in this regard, if that person who has been referred by the party to the suit, if he states any facts which amounts to admission, that admission would be a valid admission. So this article is stating that statements made by persons to whom a party to the suit has expressly referred for information in reference to a matter in dispute or admissions, कि दो पार्टीज़ के दरमियान कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हुआ, डिस्प्यूट अराइज हुआ और उनमें से एक ने दूसरी को कहा कि ये जो डिस्प्यूट है हमारे दरमियान, इस हवाले से फलां जो थर्ड पर्सन है, ही और शी हैज़ गॉट कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग दिस, so you can go to him and ask him how these things executed. So if any statement made by him, if it goes in disfavor of this person who has referred him for the further information, that statement will be considered as an admission on the part of the party who has referred the other party to the third person to take the further information. For example, if the question before the court is that whether a horse sold by A to B is sound, A says to B, go and ask C. C knows all about it. C's statement is an admission. अब A ने B को कहा कि आप C के पास जाएं और C से पूछें, he knows all about this horse. And if C says that yes, this horse is unsound minded, then this statement shall be considered as an admission on the part of A, the person, the party who referred the other party to the third person. So this is another person whose statement shall be considered as an admission along with those we have discussed before. नेक्स्ट है जी आर्टिकल 34 आपका, प्रूफ ऑफ एडमिशंस अगेंस्ट पर्सन्स मेकिंग देम एंड बाय और ऑन देयर बिहाफ. In normal course of business, admission is a statement which is suggesting any inference about a fact in issue or a relevant fact that would be proved against the person who has admitted that fact. In normal course of business, in ordinary course of business, this cannot be used in one's own favor, stating that look, like 2 months before, 6 months before, I stated so, I admitted so, so that's why owing to my statement I should be bailed out in this case, in these circumstances. So simple thing is that admission would be proved against you but not in favor of you. So Article 34 is stating that admissions are relevant and may be proved as against the person who makes them or his representative in interest, but they cannot be proved by or on behalf of the person who makes them or by his representative in interest except in the following cases. So this is a general rule that admission would be proved against the person who has admitted some fact, but it will not be proved in favor of the person who has admitted a fact. But there are certain exceptions to this general rule. Number one, an admission may be proved by or on behalf of the person making it when it is of such a nature that if the person making it were dead, it would be relevant as between third persons under Article 46. So the first exception to this general rule is that Article 46, which is related to the dying declaration. So any statement, any admission made by a person which would become relevant in case of the death of that person under Article 46, then that statement can be proved in his own favor. For example, A is a captain of a ship who is being tried for casting the way of ship and not following the proper rules and procedure and the proper route of the ship. So in this case, the books, the record maintained by the captain of the ship, which is showing the processing of the ship, its journey from day to day, that record can be proved in favor of the captain in proving his assertion that the ship hasn't casted its way. Instead, it has been on its proper route plan. So in the similar circumstances, one's own statement occasionally and exceptionally can be proved in his or her own favor, but as a normal course of business, admission would be proved against you. Similarly, A is accused of crime committed by him at Peshawar. ए पे इल्ज़ाम है कि जी उसने पेशावर में कोई क्राइम कमिट किया. ए प्रोड्यूसेस ए लेटर रिटन बाय हिमसेल्फ and dated at Lahore on that day and bearing the Lahore postmark of that day. अब ए यहाँ पे प्रोड्यूस करता है एक लेटर जो कि उसने लिखा, उसके ऊपर उसने सिग्नेचर किए, उस पर डेट भी मेंशन है और लाहौर के पोस्ट ऑफिस की स्टैम्प भी मेंशन है, and asserting that he wasn't in Peshawar at the time of occurrence of this offense. Instead, he was in Lahore or elsewhere. So in this scenario as well, exceptionally, an act done by the person is proving in his own favor. This admission, this is being proved in his own favor, but as a normal course of business, it would be proved against one. Subsection 2, an admission may be proved by or on behalf of the person making it when it consists of a statement of the existence of any state of mind or body relevant or an issue made at or about the time when such state of mind or body existed and is accompanied by conduct rendering its falsehood improbable. इसी तरह से एडमिशन जो है वो ऐसे सर्कमस्टांसेस में भी आपके अपने हक में साबित हो सकता है जहां आपका स्टेट ऑफ माइंड या स्टेट ऑफ बॉडी जो है वो इन क्वेश्चन हो कि एक स्पेसिफिक काम जो है, एक स्पेसिफिक ट्रांजैक्शन आपसे जो एग्जीक्यूट हुई है, वेदर दैट वाज इंटेंशनल और एक्सीडेंटल, whether your mens rea was involved in this or not, have you done this act in a good will or bad will. So in these circumstances, any act done by a person can be proved in his or her own favor. Any statement made by that person can be proved in his or her own favor. For example, if it is alleged that a person X, knowing that he is keeping counterfeit currency, he has been using it in different transactions in business dealings with third parties. So in this case, the fact that he attempted to get the authenticity of money checked by the bank, and the multiple attempts by him to get that money cross-checked by the competent authority, that can be proved in his own favor, stating that he wasn't intended to use that money, that counterfeit money, and he wasn't having knowledge that whether this money is counterfeit or original, and he has performed a reasonable duty of care in using that money. So in these circumstances where the state of mind of any person is involved, in that case an admission statement can be proved in one's own favor. Number 3, any admission may be proved by or on behalf of the person making it if it is relevant otherwise than as an admission. इसी तरह से एडमिशन ऐसी सूरत में भी प्रूव, एक स्टेटमेंट जो है जो जिसको हम एडमिशन कह रहे हैं, वो अगर एडमिशन के अलावा किसी और कॉन्टेक्स्ट में रेलिवेंट है तो ऐसी सूरत में किसी शख्स के अपने हक में वो साबित करवाई जा सकती है. एडमिशन के तौर पर नहीं, लेकिन किसी और कॉन्टेक्स्ट में वो रेलिवेंट है तो उसको जो है वो साबित करवाया जा सकता है. सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. थैंक यू.